Hi, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing today? Hi, Laura Lee. Looks like a beautiful name for a magical project. Well, I gotta say, this is a very super quick and easy project. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. Um, but it's just me today and is finally on her way home. I apologize for being late. I was in the kitchen grabbing something to drink real quick, and my husband's like, "You do realize it's 10 o'clock, right?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, a little cray cray this morning, but that's all right. I'm always cray cray." So good morning, you guys, again. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live. Um, for those of you that have never watched us before, my name is Lisa Rojas, and my business partner and I, Ann Butler, we own Bella Crafts Publishing, and we put out a free craft magazine 4 times a year. So, spring issue is being worked on as we speak, and everything is just absolutely crazy right now because not only are we working on spring issue, okay, with some fun projects, and for those of you that don't know, the magazine is absolutely free, 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 free. So all you need to do if you want to get in on that is go to our website and plop in your email address, and it'll come right to your inbox 4 times a year. Every time we put it out, you'll get it, and it'll be, lots of crafty goodness in there. But on top of that, we've got BellaCon, which is right around the corner, like right around the corner. We have it starts March 25th. So that's how around the corner we actually are. So Anne is on her way back home. She was been in Texas for the last 7 weeks. Her and her husband have been on vacation, but of course, Anne rarely takes a vacation. So she was still working while she was there, but it's what we do. And that is the fun of also what we do because I travel with my stuff all the time. So, it's fun, it's easy because we get to do it like this. So, as long as I have a computer and a few craft supplies, I'm good to go. So, yeah. But let me show you what we're making today. These are so quick and they're so easy. I don't even think we're going to be here for a half hour. I really don't. But, you never know. There might be a huge mishap in the middle of something because, that happens to me all the time. So let me say hello to everybody. Hi, Helen. Hi, Isabel. Sandy. Hi, Tammy. Okay, Tammy, now that I see that you're here, and also Christine, I messaged her this morning. Tammy, you should be getting your package, I believe, tomorrow or Friday. Okay. It was a little bit late. I sent it out a little bit late, but it is on its way. And I think it said either Thursday or Friday, you should be getting it. Okay. So if there's an issue, if you don't hear anything by Friday, let me know. You know what? No, 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 no. Never mind. When I get done, I will message you and I'll give you the tracking number. Okay. So then you'll know exactly when to expect it. So that was from Tammy, is one of our winners from a few weeks ago. And when I say that things have been a little crazy, I mean that things have been a little crazy, right? So yeah. So I did have I wasn't feeling good last week. I had some issues last week with my Crohn's disease and I was not a happy camper. And then also I told you guys a couple weeks ago, my half of my studio is in my living room because I had a mishap with one of my um shelving sets that actually was like ready to come down on top of me and Ruby's head, and that would have been very bad. I wouldn't have cared about my head, but I would have been very upset if it would have hit my dog. So I had to take everything out and we had to fix it and then put it back in. So I'm in the process of doing that. So that is one of the main reasons why this project is so quick and easy today, because I could not find half of my supplies. I mean, my front room looks like a hurricane went through it. So, yeah, I couldn't find half of my supplies. My husband, God bless his heart, he helped me take everything out that, had fallen down and everything. But I had everything organized. And my hubby, because he was helping me, decided he was just going to bring everything out and he would just put it places. So, yeah. So I couldn't find anything. Yeah, I couldn't find anything. So when I started putting it back together, my husband says, "Oh, I'll help you carry all that stuff." No, 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 no. It's okay. I got it from here. My poor husband. God love him. He's such an amazing man. But yeah, it was a huge mess. So there's that. But as I said, between spring issue, my studio being half in and half out, and then we've got Bellicon coming up, it's been a little crazy the last few weeks, and it's going to get crazier. It is going to get crazier. So, oh, Isabel says it feels like spring. I know. See, I love spring. I really, really do, because I love all the beautiful colors and I love everything about it. So that's why I kind of was like rushing spring a little bit, because I think a couple weeks ago I did something that was springy. So yeah, this is springy too, but this is what we're making today. This is a simple candle wrap. That's all it is. And it's just with some dies, some hemp cord up here and around the back, because what you can do when you do it this way is you can replace them and you can do them for whatever season you want. So that's what we're going to be working on today. It's going to be, like I said, quick and easy, but it's still pretty cool. And I'm doing the giveaway this week. So, and I wanted to let you guys know too, these next couple of weeks that are coming up, as I said, we do have so much going on right now. So I'm hoping, I told Anne, I'm hoping that by the time April gets here, I will get back on my schedule, on lives, on on bringing you guys new companies and all of that. I just haven't had time. So, but we are going to do that. We are definitely going to do that. So, can you hear my baby is now crying? I told my husband she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Yeah, she's crying. Story of my life. Okay. So, let me switch my cameras real quick and we will get started on this fabulous project, and I can let Ruby out so she can go see what's going on in the front room or the kitchen or wherever she's going. All right. Okay, guys. So hang on just a sec. And I'm going to switch cameras here. And then we're going to get started. All right. There we go. Okay. So hang on 1 minute while I let my puppy out. All right. Okay. And that is the beauty of doing lives in your house. Okay. So, again, this is what we are creating today. It is so easy to do, and just lots and lots of fun. I got some of these flowers, oh gosh, sometime last year. I found some on Amazon, and they come in these cute little packages like this. And I've used them a couple times since then, because they're perfect for card projects and small projects. And I absolutely love, because they come in all these beautiful different colors, and they're just, quick and easy to use. So what we need to create this fun project. All right. as I mentioned, you're going to need some hemp cord. Okay, so we're going to put that to the side for now. And then also what you're going to need will be some white cardstock. Okay, this will be for your fence. And then 2 shades of the green cardstock, and that's going to be your grass. Now, so you guys know my fence here is actually, I have had this forever. This comes from Heartfelt Creations. It's one of theirs, and it's such a gorgeous set. I'm not quite sure if it's available anymore. This is what it looks like. But I'm not quite sure if it's available because, like I said, I've had it forever. But you can use any fence, stamp, die, whatever you have. It doesn't matter because you're just going to cut it out and make it your own. So it doesn't matter if you have the same exact thing that I do. You can use any fence stamp or die or anything else you want. And then also for my grasses here, these are both from Impression Obsession. And again, they broke my heart and went out of business after, a million years, and I absolutely love them. So I refuse to get rid of their stuff, because I still use it a lot. But I do like to say again that, if you can't get the same exact thing that I have, I always make sure that it's easy enough that you can substitute it with anything else. Okay. So let us get started and I will show you how quick this project is. All right. So let me turn my glue gun on now too while I'm thinking about it, because we want to make sure that that's up and running. Right. And we will get started here. Okay. So we're going to start with our grass. And what we're going to do is we're just going to adhere both of the pieces together. Now, what I did, and I think I might have even used a different dye because I'm looking at my samples now, and I think I used even a different dye than this one. But there's also these short ones. So, grass dyes, you can get them anywhere, right? But these are Impression Obsession. So what I did is I want to offset them just a tiny bit so you kind of get some dimension. So when you do that, then you're just going to take your glue here. Let me grab. This will work. And just add a few little spots of glue. Hold on there. There we go. Just on this bottom piece. And then you're going to take this and offset it just a little bit. Just like that. Okay. So that kind of gives your grass like, it just gives it some dimension, which, we love crafters. We love, especially paper crafters. We love dimension in our projects. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to take our grass stem and adhere that to the front right here of our fence. So as you can see, everything's already die cut ahead of time. And you guys know that I do that just for time purposes. And besides, it's boring to sit and watch somebody die cut everything. I know I get bored watching it, so I'm sure that you guys do too. All right, so we're going to add this grass right on top. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of manipulate it just a little bit into a curve. so I can wrap it around my candle. Now, what I did for my fence, because I'm using hemp cord, I used a heavier cardstock. So this is a 110-pound cardstock, the white. And you want it that heavy because when you attach this with your hemp cord to your candle, you don't want it to rip through your paper. Okay. The other thing you can do if you don't have the 110-pound or whatever, it is, then what you can do is add an eyelet on each side here. You just punch an eyelet in there, and then your paper is not going to tear when you pull the hemp cord around your candle. Okay. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut some flowers. So, okay, Ruby was being quiet. I was just getting ready to text Rich and say, come get her. I let her out, but now she's standing at my door crying. Okay, so now I'm going to take some wire cutters and we are just going to trim these little stems off because we don't need them. So we're going to come in and just cut all of these off. There we go. All right. Are you guys ready for spring? I sure am. I love spring. I just love coming off of winter with the cold and everything, and then coming into spring with all the beautiful colors. And I know we still have a couple weeks left, but I'm a Cali girl, so California is most always warm. So I don't really get a whole lot of seasons, especially where I live, because I'm in the high desert. All right, so we're going to cut all these little stems off. And however many flowers or what that you put on your fence, that's up to you. I just did what I thought looked pretty to me. So again, this is one of those projects where you can just do whatever and it'll work fine. Okay, let's see if my gun is heated yet. I should have turned it on sooner. Okay, nope, not yet. All right. So what I'll do is I'll start attaching these anyways without. We'll see what happens. I may have to come back in and add the glue gun, but we'll try it this way first. If it doesn't work, we'll take them off and add them with the glue gun. Okay, so you're just going to take your little flowers here, and using a glue gun does make it easier because they sit really quick. All right, so we're just going to add some flowers. And again, you can add these wherever you want and however you want to do it. I like to, mix mine up a little bit again, so you're getting some different dimensions, but it's up to you. And if you don't want to use flowers like this, you can also use rubber stamps or dies and die cut your flowers out. So that's what I said about this project, because it is so, it's versatile and it's easy. So we love, love, love that. But I'm with Anne where I like doing easy every once in a while. My thing is more detailed. I'm a detailed kind of girl. But I do like every once in a while to have a quick and easy project that I'm working on. Oh, there we go. But I don't want it to look like it's a quick and easy project. You know what I mean? You don't want it to look nasty or yucky or anything like that. Because sometimes quick and easy can look quick and easy, and I try not to do that. All right, so we're going to add this last one down here. And I think for now they're going to sit okay. So now we're going to grab our candle. And this is one of the bigger ones. This is actually a trio that I have. So I did my first two candles to show you guys. See, so they're in the different sizes. And then we have this one. And these would be perfect for a birthday gift. It would be perfect for a spring party or get together at your house. It'd be perfect for a wedding shower, you know. So you know, newlyweds or whatever have some new pretty things to put in their house. It's good for all kinds of things. All right, so now we're going to take our hand cord, and I am not sure right off the top of my head how much of this I used because I just kind of wrapped it until I liked it. So that's what we're going to do. So you're going to wrap it around, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times. Make sure you give yourself enough room for a tail. Oh, wow, she is really having a fit out there. And then when she does that, I can't concentrate because I'm worried about her. My baby is going to be 16 this year, and she is very, very attached to me. So when she's not right in the same room with me, she starts freaking out. But that's all right because, you know, she's my fur kid and she can do whatever she wants. My kids always get upset. Geez, dogs get away with murder. Yes, they do because they don't talk back to me. Not that my kids talk back to me. They're grown now, but you know what I mean. Whoops. All right. Let's try tying this in a pretty bow. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. So make sure you give yourself enough room with your tails that you can get a really good bow on there. Because you can always cut it off. All right, so let me lay this down and I'm going to pull this a little bit tighter and try to get it a little pretty there. Come on. There we go. And one thing nice about using the hemp cord for something like this is because, you know, hemp cord usually has like the coating on it. So it lays down and it ties really nice without coming out, you know, without a knot coming out. Okay, so once we have that on, then we are ready to add our cute little fence here. So for this, I took a little bit of yellow and I doubled this. Again, you know, if you just want to do the one, that's fine. But I doubled mine. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. All right. There. I let my husband know because I don't think he can hear her. And she's really carrying on. All right. So let me see about how long of this I used. All right. That looks good. There we go. All right. Now, to attach this, what we're going to do is go right in between our slats. Okay? So right in there. Just like that. And then we're going to take it up and around. And then it's going to come up on the other side. Okay. So we're going to push that through right there on that other side. Okay. So now you have your loop for the back. Okay. So here's your loop for the back, and that's going to wrap around. Let's get this all situated. It's all caught on my fence posts here. There we go. Okay. There. So you have your little loop back there, and then you can slide that right over your candle. So I'm going to do that real quick. Now, I'll give you a little hint on, well, my little flower's coming off there, on the easiest way to do this part. Okay, because it is a little bit rough to try to hold this down and tie the fence around, and it gets a little bit crazy. So one of the things that makes it easy, for one, is lay it on a piece of cloth like this, but then take a tape runner, okay, and just add a little bit of tape. You don't want to add a whole lot, just for the fact that you want to be able to switch this out. If you want to make this candle and you're not going to change it out, then you can go ahead and tape this on. But if you do it this way, then it'll sit nice enough for you to wrap it around the back here and tie this off. So it'll sit nice as you're doing that, and you're not fighting with the candle rolling and trying to get this wrapped around at the same time, because it does get it's a little hard. Okay, so we're just going to take that and we are going to tie this in a knot on the back here. Make sure you pull that tight. And then we're not going to make a bow with this. We're just going to take our scissors and chop this off. There we go. And then you have this really pretty candle. Now, I'm sure you guys have all seen these type of candles before, but I put batteries in mine so you can see it. But it is battery operated, obviously, but it has the little wick in it, and it gives it movement. Can you see that? I know it's kind of hard, but so when you're looking at it like this and it's lit, you can see it flickering. And I just love that. I think it's just so cool, because I like decorating candles a lot. But I don't necessarily like using real candles. I just, I just worry about fire hazards and all of that. So I like usually using battery operated, especially because the majority of the time I'm putting some kind of paper on my candles. But yeah, isn't that cute? And then, like I said, if you wanted, you could go ahead and adhere this down to your candle so it doesn't pop around. But I like it just like this. And then that way, when fall comes, I can do one for fall or one for summer, whatever. I can just do a whole bunch of them. But isn't that cool? Quick and easy, you guys. Quick and easy. I love it. All right. So let me put that there for a sec. All right. Talk amongst yourselves for 1 minute while I switch my cameras. Okay. Oops, here we go. All right. Yes, got to switch cameras around. Oh, there we go. All right. But see how quick and easy that is? Just so quick. I love it. But it's just, and look at with it lit. It just is so pretty. And you can do all kinds of things to do this. Okay, so let me check for questions. Okay, Christina, I already see yours. You can get these candles anywhere. Walmart, Target. I got mine on Amazon. You can get them in the craft stores. Michael's carries them also. They're just battery operated, and I don't know if they have with the flickering wick. I'm not sure how they have that worded on the packaging, but that's what it is. But it gives it that nice candle glow, and they just look pretty, and upscale. They don't look like super super cheap, but they weren't that expensive, which is also good because you guys know that I like using stuff that everybody can use, not just people that have lots of money, because I don't. So I like to use what I have, which is the reason why I used my Heartfelt Creations fence and my other dies. Use what you have, right? Okay, so let me see what else you guys are saying. Okay, you have seen, okay, so Laura Lee, you said you've seen them on QVC. Perfect. I don't watch a whole lot of QVC because I used to, and I used to get in trouble a lot. So I try to stay off of, but now I'm just as bad with Amazon, so whatever. But yeah, that's cool that you can get them there. And then okay, for using your hemp cord, yeah, I think I think we gave this hemp cord was part of swag at one of the Bellicons one year, I think, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. All right. Let me see. Okay. So, Isabel says, I always think we need a third hand for for some crafting projects. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, it gets kind of hard, especially when you're working with nails. But I've had my nails on for so long that this last year when I was having my hand surgeries, I had a harder time without them because I was so used to wearing them. But with that being said, you guys have seen me struggling sometimes to tie a bow and, stuff like that. But that's when I have little tools that, help me to move things along. So we're not sitting here all day while you guys are watching me tie something off, right? Ay, ay, ay. All right. So let's see any other. Okay, Brenda, you are in Michigan. I bet you're ready for something warmer. Yes, I bet. Yeah, the weather here has been crazy. I mean, last week I had shorts on, and last night I froze to death. So, I mean, not Michigan freeze to death, but a California girl, probably and teases me. She says, "What? It's in the 60s." You know? But for me, that's cold. Jeez. All right. So, hi, Kelly. I didn't see you pop in. That's what happens when I have my head down all the time. All right. Anything else? I don't see much else going on, but I will take a look over the comments to see if I missed questions or whatever. But I just wanted to share a quick and easy project with you guys, and just so we could have some fun today. I knew it wasn't going to be, you know, something big, and it's just there's so much going on right now, but sometimes we need quick and easy. I know you guys are used to me doing detailed stuff, but sometimes we need a little quick and easy to, help us get through this crazy time right now. So I think that's it. Make sure I'm doing the giveaway, or Ann and I are doing the giveaway this week. So we're probably going to I don't know what I'm going to be giving away. It'll be something fun though. So don't forget to like, comment, and share with the hashtag BellaCrafts. And make sure that you guys share, because we love it when you share. Okay. And again, I'll go over the comments to see if you guys have questions that I missed, because I'm really not good at multitasking. So I can't craft and read at the same time. That's just disastrous for me. Because I am me, you guys. Little goofball that I am. But that is it for me today. I will be back next week for another probably quick and easy project, and we'll be back home by then. And I believe she's going to be interviewing one of our instructors for BellaCon. If you guys have not heard about BellaCon or haven't signed up for BellaCon, you are missing out. We have over 16 instructors, over 24 workshops, and mini workshops and regular workshops like the one that I'm teaching. Let's see. And it's one ticket, all workshops. So you don't have to pick and choose which workshops you want to take. It's all inclusive. Okay. So we love that. Anne and I like to do that because then that gives everybody a chance to see everything, because doing events and going to events all through the years that we've been doing this, sometimes when you're going to workshops or an event like that, you can only take certain ones, and unless you have like a whole slew of money, and then you can take $50 pops at each workshop. But no, all included. It runs from March 25th to March 28th, and then 28th, yes, because that's my anniversary, and it ends on that day. And then Monday on the 30th, we're going to be doing another quick Bella Jewelry Con. And that's going to be jewelry projects all day. All of the information is on our website. So I can put the link in here for you guys when I'm done. But other than that, we're good. So I hope you guys have an amazing week. And also remember to do what I say every single week, and that is to take a little time to craft, because it's good for your soul. And it really is. Okay. So you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you all next week, and we'll have some more fun. Okay. All right. Take care, you guys. Have a great week.